Testing. Before we get started, I'll wait till you get through. Before we get started, we like to give all honors and praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashim, Hamashiach, Yahushua, Barakatah, Kwam Yasharallah. We the Hebrew Israelites from the sons of David, out here again on another Shabbat, looking for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans bid you back into the merge in these last days. Hey, these last days are coming up on us faster than than you can ever imagine. When we say we're in the last days, give me that Revelation 12 and 13 when you get a chance, Malak. When we say you're in the last days, you're truly in the last days. America is about to start war with everyone. You see them going after, they just ran over Korea, killed a whole bunch of innocent men. You see them talking about going over in Venezuela. Man, this devil, he got that I'm a kill spirit. Revelations 12 and 13. So he done took our lives. We can't even go live no more. Because he's going to persecute the saints.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it up.
And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth,
when America see that he's hitting rock bottom,
he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child.
That woman is Israel. Read.
And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might flee into the wilderness, into her place.
So Israel, we was flown into America. That's our place for breaking God's law, statute, commandment. We had to go into captivity. Now we're in the wilderness. In the wilderness, there's no laws in the wilderness. It's every man for himself. So the laws of God, they're void here in this wilderness. Read.
Where she is nourished for a time.
We've been nourished for 350. Go ahead.
And a time. And a half of a time.
So we've been nourished for 350 years. What did they nourish us with?
From the face of the earth of the serpent.
So the serpent been feeding you lies for 350 years. That's why the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't know they're the Israelites. That's why the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans think it's okay to eat pork.
That's right.
That's why the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American have no knowledge of who they are, where they come from, or what they got to do to get into the kingdom. Give me Hosea 4 and 6. Because this is what this devil do. That's why it's called a devil. He's a deceiver.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
What is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans destroyed for?
For the lack of knowledge.
Because we don't read God's laws.
Read. Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
We reject knowledge. So we say, I ain't going to read the Bible. That's the pastor's job. Pastor told me I can do it, but you ain't read it for yourself. That's rejecting God's knowledge. Read.
I will also reject thee.
God said, I'm going to reject you. When he said he's going to reject you, he's going to destroy you. Read.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Because the Most High God said in the law, we was going to be a nation of kings and priests. But since you don't want to keep his law, statute, and commandment, he said you won't be no priest to me. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
God said, man, I'm going to forget your children. They going to die too. Because you didn't teach your kids God's law, statute, and commandment. You taught your kids the same thing the lying preacher done told you. The preacher done told, give me Isaiah 28:15. The preacher done told you God's law is done away with. You can eat pork. You can eat shrimp. You can eat lobster. All you got to do is pray over it. You show me where God said out of his mouth you can eat pork. You can eat shrimp. Last thing I read was he said you can eat these things. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it up.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
So the question is, who is this? Because ye have said, and who made a covenant with death? Give me Jeremiah. We're gonna come back there, but let's go to Jeremiah first. Give me Jeremiah 23, verse 19. Let's find out who this ye is.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fear, even grievous whirlwind.
Dude, this was going to kill your children and everything. Go ahead.
It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked.
It's going to fall on the head of the wicked. Who is this wicked? Read.
The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart.
Read.
In the latter days ye shall consider it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets.
Who's we talking about? I have not sent these prophets.
I have not sent these prophets.
These prophets are the preachers. These are your Baptist preachers. Just all your ministers, all the people in there trying to collect the tithes. God said he ain't seen these prophets. Read.
Yet they ran.
They ran and set up churches.
I have not spoke to them. Yet they prophesied.
They come out every Sunday and prophesy. Not on the Lord's day, which is the seventh day, but on the first day. Read.
But if they had stood in my counsel,
if they had actually read the Bible, they would have known the Most High God day is the seventh day. That's the Sabbath. Read.
And caused my people to hear my words.
And then they would have read exactly out the Bible instead of coming up every week talking about God gave me a dream. God gave me a dream last night. You want a new Range Rover? No. God said if they would have actually stood in this counsel, meaning read the Bible, read,
then they should have turned them from their evil way.
Then we wouldn't be out here eating shrimp, pork, crab, lobster. We wouldn't be out here raping each other, robbing each other. We'd have realized we are holy people. We wouldn't be around here blinding taking our hair and dyeing it blonde. That's an unclean thing according to Leviticus 13:30. Read.
And from the evil of their doing.
Christmas, celebrating birthdays, evils of your doing. These is all idolatrous acts. You are celebrating yourself when it's only the Most High God who we supposed to glorify. According to Matthew 4 and verse 6, read.
Am I a God at hand? Saith the Lord.
Read.
And not a God afar off.
Drop down to 25.
25. I have heard what the prophet said. That prophesy lies in my name.
What do all the preachers do?
Prophesy lies in my name.
Every Sunday they come talking about God gave me a dream. Read.
Saying, I have dreamed.
They have what?
I have dreamed.
That's your Sunday sermon right there. That's your Dr. Martin Luther King with no beard having, loving white women having ass. Talking about he a man of the Lord.
That's right.
Everything our preachers say is a contradiction to the actual Bible.
That's right.
But we ain't get it. Why don't we get it? Because the Most High God said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Prosperity gospel.
Yeah, prosperity gospel. Nobody actually picks up the Bible and read. Finish that up.
26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets?
How long is your preachers going to keep telling you God sent him a dream? What, they never read Jeremiah 23:25? Read.
How long will this be in the hearts of the prophets that prophesy lies?
Hold on. How you doing, King? You believe in the Bible?
No.
Man, you should.
I believe in the Bible. I'm saying he wasn't though. We believe in the Bible though.
Hey, you know the blood that runs through your vein is the blood of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You a son of the
That's a fact.
Yeah, you a son of the living God. I'm telling you. Hey, give me Jeremiah 3:1. Read it down to 3. Hear this out.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
So God likened us to the land, and he likened us to be the wife. He's the bridegroom, we the bride. So we done left the Most High God, his law, statute, commandments for what? Christianity, Islam, all these fake religions. Read.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
What do so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do?
Has played the harlot with many lovers.
Yeah, we become Catholics, 7 Days of Adventists. We got Jehovah's Witnesses.